What's going on, everyone? It's Crazy Russian 86 here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm walking on the famous Castro street. I'm gonna meet with one of friends of mine. But before that I'm gonna make this short video. I'm gonna try to make it kind of short, but So I've been watching, this whole Kanye West controversy. And by the way, his name is Ye right now, which is like stands for Yud. And Yud, this is one of the letters in God's name, by the way. Yud Hey, this is the name of God, Jewish God. We call him Hashem, meaning God without a name, just like Allah, but But anyway, guys, a lot of people said that Kanye West was making anti-Semitic video. A lot of Goyim as well as Jews feel that way because he's been talking about like how Jewish people own everything and they have all the money, all the power, that all of the black people who they're like singers and all of that and great rappers, they're producers, they're all Jewish. So, and people say that this is anti-Semitic, you know how it is. And of course, because of that, Kanye West lost a lot of money. He used to have millions of dollars, now he had only millions, and no one wants nothing to do with him. They're shutting him down and all of that. And then I watched the video of this fucking stupid black man. He said, I want to save Kanye. I want him to be alive. So I want to prove that he has bipolar. Because otherwise, his life was on the line for saying the truth. And here's why I said that this black man, he's a fucking idiot, okay? Here's why he's a fucking idiot. Okay, because first of all, bipolar has nothing to do with the brain. So what does bipolar is? Bipolar is, it's like a disorder where you have pretty much manic and depressive episodes. Like sometimes you're super depressed, you don't want to get off the bed, and sometimes you're manic, you want to do things, you have different ideas, you let's do this, and you acting all crazy and belligerent and all of that. You can get to people's faces acting crazy. But then again, bipolar is not an intellectual disability. Bipolar doesn't really affect how you think, what you think, how you process things like that. So you cannot say that, you're bipolar, okay, but you may be bipolar, but it doesn't affect your views, And there are a lot of people with all kinds of different views. And, this is what all of these elites, whatever, they want to do. This is how they want to destroy you. If you have an idea or opinion which doesn't align with what they want, you're going against the grain, right? So what they want to do, they want to destroy you. So they're gonna use this bipolar card or Asperger's card or whatever disability card because they see that there's something wrong with you. Now, if there's nothing wrong with you, what kind of card they're gonna use? They're gonna use bigot card, they're gonna use anti-Semite card and things like that. That's all. Now, putting Kanye West on disability, yes, it's gonna prolong his life, but that's not gonna help nothing, because Kanye West is gonna be Kanye West. So pretty much instead of killing him, he's gonna be on so-called slow death. So right now Kanye West is 45 years old. So if they're gonna put him actually on disability because he has bipolar, guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna live half of his life as a vegetable. Nobody's gonna listen to him, nobody's gonna care about him. He may work as a dishwasher. Everybody will be shutting him down. I don't know what he's gonna work. He's gonna have some little job. They're gonna give him probably limitation, like they're gonna say, oh, there's something wrong with you, you cannot work over 40 hours a week or whatnot. They're gonna be telling him what to do, how to live. But his brain's gonna be still the same. So it's not gonna solve nothing. So it's like the question is, whether you wanna live a long life but live like a fucking vegetable, or if you wanna live a short life and get killed by some kind of, some kind of a subhuman who take your freedom away from you. So that's the thing. But if you're going against the greed because you think how you want to think, you automatically a bad guy. And I've been watching little short on YouTube a couple days ago too. There are three kinds of people. 85% are followers, right? Then there is 10% leaders, right? And then there is another 5%, they're observers. So observers, they just mind their own business, do their own thing, and then they share their observations, and then they're screwing everything up for this 10%. That's why they're being hated. And you know, people like me, I would say that who I am, I'm also considered in that 5%. I'm more like an observer. I don't like to follow nothing because I have my own opinion, my own ideas. I'm not a leader because I'm not capable of it. But I'm just kind of guy who thinks about things, does my own thing, you know. And if people don't let me do what I want, I go crazy. You know, I'm just that type of guy too, so I kind of understand it. And you know, a lot of times these observers, these people, this 5%, which of course I'm included in this 5%, I know that for a fact. People like that, a lot of people don't like them. And they said that people like that, they either being silenced, shunned, assassinated, because they're screwing up for the 10%. So Kanye West is kind of also seems like to be in that category. So sometimes all of this hate, it's inevitable. Now, forcing the observer to be part of the crowd, it's pointless and stupid. He's not gonna fit in. And shutting person down like that, it's not gonna be a physical assassination, but it's gonna be a character assassination. So Kanye West not gonna be Kanye West anymore. He's gonna spend the rest of his life like a vegetable. You know, so putting him on disability because he has some signs of bipolar, that's not gonna be good for him. And at the end of the day, it's not gonna work because he's gonna be Kanye West anyway. So you're gonna shut him down. He's probably not gonna want nothing to do with you anyway. And I know I'm like in the same type of category. I may not be bipolar, but people doing the same shit on me. They notice I have some autistic traits in me, so they're like, okay, I have Asperger's. Then again, if I don't have intellectual disability, there's nothing you can really do with me. The fact that I cannot, you know, connect to people, or, you know, things like that, or I have problem with hyperfocus or whatnot, or some people say I don't talk to like a normal person or whatnot, which, you know, I don't give a fuck about all of the stupid people, but, you know, that doesn't make, you know, my views or what I think and how I, you know, absorb information, things like that is invalid. You know, it's like, this is how people, it's just one of the cards which people don't like me, or people don't like Kanye West, what not want to use against him. So they use a bipolar card because he has some symptoms of bipolar disorder. But then again, bipolar is not really intellectual disability, so it doesn't really affect your brain, it affects your mood. You know, it affects the way you communicate. You may act crazy, you may be manic and sometimes depressive. You can be like too much, but then again, being too much doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing, because it's not intellectual disability. So again, if somebody has bipolar or Asperger's or high function autism without any kind of intellectual disability and say something, you cannot say, oh, because you have this and this abnormalities, you know, you don't know what you're saying, you don't understand. That's not the right thing to say. That's not even true. Because all of these disorders, they are valid disorders. Yes, there's something wrong with you, but that wrong, whatever is wrong with you, doesn't really affect the way you think, the way you do things, the way you absorb information, things like that, because this is not intellectual disability. And this is not something, you know, which can be fixed. And anti-Semitism is not in DSM. This is not like, you know, symptom of disorder. So when people say that stupid stuff, they just bunch of nonsense. And that guy, they say, oh, I'm gonna save Kanye West because of his views, because I don't want him to get killed. Well, that guy is an idiot, because by doing that, he's not really helping nothing. So if he's really thinking like that, then he's the one who has intellectual disability, not Kanye West. That black guy has intellectual disability. You know, there are some people who will always be and go against the grid. So people like that always, everybody wanna shut them down, isolate them, put them to jail. Just like Charles Manson, for example. One of my favorite people. He was a wonderful human being, you know. he was going against the grid, so they locked him up for like 50 years because they thought that he's a threat to the system. Well, they just found the way how to eliminate the threat, but putting people on disability, putting people to jail, they just the way to eliminate him. But then again, if you actually want to put him on disability because you don't want to get him killed, you're actually helping the system. You're not helping him. Alright guys, that's it. Peace.